for the tears. Thank you for the moments that we hold dear. Thank you for the love, thank you for the light. I'm grateful every day.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Make Dreams Happen podcast episode. I don't remember which episode is, but today I'm super happy because I had a very special guest. His name is Nicholas Munray. He's from here, from Phoenix, Arizona. But I'm gonna let him to introduce himself. How are you today, Nicholas?
I'm doing great, Joseph, and you?
I'm pretty good. I'm super happy, and thank you for accepting my invitation to be in my podcast.
Absolutely.
And I'm super happy because I'm gonna learn from you, and they're gonna learn from you too. Well,
I'm super excited to be here. Thank you so much, and good day, everyone.
good day. All right, awesome. Tell us more about you, like a little introduction for people
Sure.
that doesn't know you yet.
Absolutely.
Want to know who are you and how you done.
Absolutely. Well, as Joseph mentioned here, I am a native Phoenician. So this is home here. So I'm super excited to, build my foundation here. My family moved here from Louisiana, Mississippi. My grandmother and mother. I was raised in a single-parent household by my mother and grandma, as I just mentioned. But just really had some great foundations there with their teaching us work ethic, heart, soul, just staying connected, right? Family is super huge, right? And education, right? Making sure that we're going to school, gaining knowledge, and being able to do the things that they were unable to do, right? So I went to Arizona State University. That's where my undergrad is. I studied art, digital art, animation was my focus.
Oh wow!
There. Upon graduating, I graduated back in 2005.
2005. That was my first year. No, that was when I graduated from high school.
Oh my gosh, okay, good. Yeah. So I'm a little older than you.
You don't look like that. You don't look like that.
Thank you. Try to take care of myself.
That's good.
Yeah,
we have to be healtly, like mentally and physical, and you do that because I can tell you. When you say that you were 40, I was like, you're not 40. Oh my god.
Actually, 41. So
41.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was. No, but you look good though.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Thank you for coming
Sure.
to this podcast, and we're gonna be talking about your career and all the service also that you have done for this community for Arizona and all your contribution for the community too. That's awesome and that's inspiring. This podcast is my intention with the podcast always is like bring this message to people.
Sure.
That we can do anything that we want, that we can achieve our goals and make our dreams happen. And God is always with us. We only have to have faith in God.
Amen.
Everything is happening.
I love that.
Yeah. So and you had a great resume though. You're
thank you.
entrepreneur.
Yes.
You're a financial service. We're gonna be talking about that. Also, you had an insurance and finance broker.
Yep.
Awesome. You are the owner of F45 Gene.
Correct.
And also a franchise, and you also own an after school art music program here in Arizona.
That is correct.
Awesome. Okay,
Yeah.
tell me about how the finance. I was saying it in Spanish. Oh my god.
Go ahead.
The finance start with you because your degree is like art, but
Correct.
how the finance size start?
Great question. So, my undergrad is in art, right?
Yes.
But I do have a master's degree in business. So my master's degree is in business management. So I've always had that mindset of like saving money growing up, right? Being a saver. I had to work for everything. As I mentioned, I grew up in a single parent household. So though we had everything, we had a great, middle income family, right? My mom provided for us. I knew that I didn't want to like create more of a burden for her. So I was like, I took that initiative, started saving. So that's always been an important part of my life. Fast forward to getting my master's degree, I was working at the University of Phoenix after I graduated from college. That was a little pit stop, so I was an enrollment representative there. And I connected with one of my, right now he's one of my best friends, great mentor, and also business partner in a lot of these endeavors that I'm a part of, Jason Beauvais. And he branched off and started his financial service brokerage, right, which is Elite and Universal Wealth right now. So that was 7 years ago. I actually went into the business as a client first. So I was a client first. I love the financial literacy, the financial education, because a lot of the details that he reviewed with me in that sit down, I haven't heard of, right? I didn't hear about it. I felt like my family was left behind. I felt like we didn't have these tools and resources. So I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. I was immediately a client. And then he's like, hey, well, this is a business opportunity. Great way for you to come in, help people, right? Help people get this knowledge and make some money. So that started my financial journey there. And, we've been expanding. My brokerage team is growing, and we're doing great things in terms of going out and helping educate
Awesome,
people.
that's great. Yeah, because that's a service too. Because I think a lot of people in America, and not just here around the world need a lot of help with their finance. Because we get in a lot of debt here, especially here in America, and then we don't know how to get out of the debt, or we don't know how to take the correct decision in our finance around. And that side, and I'm guilty of that, I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
And I'm learning for that. Since I've been working in my mental health and also in my self-development, I've been learning about it. But I think that's something that people should know.
Absolutely, 100%. And you're not alone, Joseph. About 90% of Americans are behind the wealth game, right? In terms of knowledge, understanding, having the tools, and most importantly, I think it's like having guidance, the support in that area. A lot of times, if you don't have a certain dollar amount or you don't come from a certain place, you're not going to get these resources. You're not going to get the help. And what does that mean? You're left behind. Your family's left behind, right? So that's where we want to take a grassroots approach. I would like taking that grassroots approach, going in and making sure that everyone, regardless of your income, your social economic status, you're going to get the help and support, and you can build a plan for your ideal wealth plans and wealth goals. So
Yeah,
it's important.
Or like freedom. How I call freedom financial.
Right.
Financial freedom.
Financial freedom.
Yes,
Absolutely.
that's one always on my manifestos every day.
Okay.
Like I say, I thank God for my financial freedom.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then it's thinking that is part of our happiness. People are always looking to have a financial freedom to feel happy.
Absolutely. And everyone deserves it. Right?
Yes.
Everyone
Yeah,
deserves
we can here to be happy and to
Yeah.
enjoy our lives and do what we want, and it's awesome that you're doing that, and it's also one of your service to the community.
it. Yes, sir.
That's great. So also but tell me more about what is like a financial service. What do you do to help people in this area?
Okay, great question. So Universal Wealth is our brokerage here. Super excited. As I mentioned, we've been expanding. Our main goal is making sure that no family gets left behind. And that means that they have to have the tools and resources. They have to have the education, and they most importantly, apply that knowledge that they learn, right? Our services are extensive, right? We call ourselves the Amazon of financial services, so we do it all. So
That's
we're in a one-stop shop. So if you need anything when it comes to debt management, right? We help people consolidate, reduce their debt. It could be student loan, credit card debt is over $17 trillion in America, right? And it's growing. Our goal is saying, hey, help people eliminate debt, become more educated there, and then reduce that debt, so then that frees up your money, where we help people create emergency funds, put that into savings, put that into the right investment accounts, so that they can have something to leverage for the future. We help with retirement planning. We help with life insurance. Life insurance is a big part of my business. Think about it. We have insurance on our cell phones, insurance on our cars,
And everything.
everything. But a lot of people don't have insurance on their most important asset, which is their life. Right.
Yes.
Think about it. And insurance is not only about the death benefit, Joseph. There are living benefits associated with insurance now. It's evolved. So, like, for example, I'm sure that a lot of us know, unfortunately, people who have had cancer, stroke, diabetes, etc. Right? If we get sick, what do we have in place to take care of us?
Yeah, that's great that you said that, because I went through that last. Thank God I had insurance.
Oh, good.
But last year I went I had a surgery, like emergency surgery last year in October, and I went to the hospital, and I was there for like 2 weeks.
Right.
When I came back, 2 months later, I got the bills, and I was like,
Yeah.
and my insurance didn't want to like pay it because there was something with the paperwork. I don't know what happened, and I was freaking out because I didn't have the money
Sure.
to pay that. And I was like,
Yeah.
what am I gonna do? But thank God, God is always with me, and it's just like you have to be patient, like be present and silent, and let God to guide you and take control. And I did that.
Yeah.
It was so. 2 weeks later, they called me and say, "Oh, we resolved your problem. Don't worry about it. We you only have to pay like $20." And I was like,
See, God
"Oh
is
my
good.
God, God is good."
God is good.
Yes,
Amen.
but
Amen. Yeah.
I was freaking out. I was like, because I didn't know how I'm gonna pay that, and that's great that you said that because there's a lot of people that they don't have insurance, and then
100.
they had these bills that they cannot afford when they get sick.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Joseph. And that's important. And, people need to be prepared. Unfortunately, that's just the way, that's just where we're at. You need to be prepared. We should all have something in place. We should all have, for if you have a family, something happens to you, right? How's your family going to survive? How will they continue living without you there? Life insurance is a sure way of creating generational wealth for your family. There are a couple things that are definite in life. Number one, taxes, right? We're gonna have to pay taxes.
Yes.
And number two, we're gonna pass away, right? And hopefully it's well into the future, right? But when we pass away, what are we leaving behind for our families? Are we leaving behind debt? Are we leaving behind burden? Are we leaving behind, wealth? Of course, money is not exactly. So the money's not going to bring that person back, but it can set your family up. It can help them create a good living so that they can have a solid future. So that's important.
That's awesome. But I think also that has to be with the mindset. How you change the mindset to people about money.
That's great. That's a great question because the mindset is super important because a lot of people are in that poverty mindset. Right?
Yes.
And a lot of people are not thinking about that. And unfortunately, it's because I feel a lot of people are in the survival survival mode.
Yes.
But I feel also that it's the system that has created the survival mode. Because people are always trying to just, living paycheck to paycheck, and we're consumers. We're a nation of consumers. We just want to buy things, we want to spend, and we just want to live for.
And that's
now.
I went to college. In my country, Nicaragua. But how to say the module of that they teach here is based here in the American one. So when they teach you, I was talking the other day with somebody. They teach you how to be a consumer. They don't teach you how to be an entrepreneur or something like that.
Correct.
And I think that's one of the main problems too.
Yeah, and that's what with the business I'm in. Well, one of my businesses, right? The Universal Wealth, my financial brokerage. We foster that idea of entrepreneurship. People coming in, building something for you, right? And that's where I'm so grateful for this business, specifically Universal Wealth, my financial services firm. It taught me to say, hey, you can break free from this 9-to-5 mindset. And not saying 9 to 5 is bad. People need to go make money and support their families.
Yeah, of course.
But we've been conditioned to be like, that's all your options are. Go work hard 40 hours a week to make this company or make this person wealthy and rich. And then you leave your dreams and goals behind.
Exactly. I'm so happy that you said that because it's like you're working for another people to how to say, I don't know how you say in English, but trabajar para otros hagan sus sueños realidad.
Right, trying to work for making their dreams come true.
Yeah, making trying for others make their dream come true.
Exactly.
So yes, that's the way it is, and I'm so happy that you said that.
Yes. And it's been a journey, right? And I think it's always a constant journey for people to realize that you can do it. Your potential is limitless, but it comes back, and this is why I'm glad. It's refreshing to see you doing this, and you have your business in terms of coaching and helping people out, because a lot of people need to realize their true potential. And it's a constant journey, because the world, society wants to bring you down. They want to make you feel like you're not worthy enough, that you can't do it, right? But you have to, like, it's kind of like working out.
Yes.
It's a muscle. You gotta work out. Your mind's a muscle. Your motivation, your strength is a muscle. So
It's that process.
it's a process.
Yeah, it's like funny because I had a customer, client, sorry, and I asked asking, what is your relationship with money?
Mm.
And he said, we're divorced.
Oh. Yeah.
And I think a lot of people has that mindset. How? Because I think what you do too is coaching too. Like
Absolutely.
you're coaching people. How you change that mindset for somebody that had a lot of debt? They have that mindset that I only can do 9 to 5 work. I don't know. I don't have the money to start my business. How you change that mindset?
Well, I feel the most important thing is, like, what environment are you in, right? You become that sum average of the people you hang around with. If you're hanging around with people and you're around people who don't have that motivation to maybe strive for more or get out of that, then that's what you're going to be consumed with. And I think changing your environment is super important. And that's why I love the people I work with, and all my businesses, but especially in this, it's motivation. It's not only financial services. That's a huge part of it. Insurance is a huge part of it, but it's also the self-development. You have to be with people who are going to legitimately want you to win and uplift you, and make sure whatever your dreams and goals are, that your business is, and whatever you're doing is aligned with that. So it's just like who you're around with. My mom always said, the people you hang around with are either going to make you or break you.
That's true. That's funny because we relate in that because I grew up with my mom and my grandma.
Yeah, really.
My mama Chen.
Oh,
And
that's
she used to say
nice.
in Spanish, quien con lobos anda aullar aprende. It's like it's you like you're always with wolf. You're gonna learn how to say that in English.
What is that?
You're like how like dogs bark and
Right.
wolf
How?
how.
Yep.
It's to say it's you, and she used to say it's you like always like are around wolf. You're gonna learn how to howl too.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's what you're saying. So true, and I learned that.
Yeah, and that's where we're, in that business, in my financial service firm, we sit down, we offer complimentary financial needs analysis for our clients. We review their lives, we review their plans, and we help guide them, right? And that's number one thing. And we don't want them to, go into debt, trying to get out of debt, but we really want to legitimately help them. And not a lot of people have received that support. They haven't sat down with a financial service representative ever, and we're kind of like that first impression that they have and that first experience that they have, and it's important that it's good. And it's important that they know that there is hope and they can do whatever they want in life.
Yeah,
Yep.
That's true. We can do anything that we want. We only have to change our mindset
That's it.
and like to find the right person that guide us and mentor us.
Sure.
And I think you're doing that. And how people like can find you or where are the office here in Arizona?
Right, so we have a couple offices. Right now, our main office is over in Surprise and Avondale, Arizona. Nevertheless, I'm able to be contacted through social media.
All right.
We do a lot of our meetings virtually as well, especially since the pandemic, so it just makes us a little more accessible. And we have agents all across the United States, and we're helping clients all across the United States. So
That's awesome.
Utilizing Zoom
So
technology.
okay, I'm gonna put here your information for
Okay.
people that want to contact and want some like mentorship and financial way too, because that's
Absolutely.
very important. I need that honestly.
We're gonna help
And
you.
I'm working on that. I already switched my mindset referring to money because I used to have that mentality that I'm divorced with money. Money doesn't don't like me. I don't like money. But now I like money.
There we go.
I like money, and I know that money like me, and the money come to me in any way. So it just has to work. It's a process.
Sure.
I know that I won't become like millionaire overnight, but it's a process.
Sure.
Every take time.
Absolutely.
So and that's but I need also like mentorship on that and That's good that I met you.
Yeah. We're here to help. Man.
Yes,
I'm
you know
glad.
everything is in alignment.
Absolutely.
But also you said you had you're an example of that because you like you have different businesses and that's awesome and that means that you know what you're doing. And I want to say thank you because I like the people that serve to people.
Sure.
Because I think we come to this world to serve people
Absolutely.
and to be happy.
Mm-hmm.
That's
100%.
when they ask me who I am. Who are you, Jose? I said I'm God's son, and I came to this world to serve people and be happy. And you're doing that, and I want to say thank you too because you're helping in physical, financial, and mental. That's awesome.
Thank you so much.
Because you also own a franchise of F45 Gym.
Correct. That is
Awesome.
correct.
Or like, tell me more about that, because that
Yes.
also how they say you're helping people to be healthy, because that's important too.
100%. 100%. So part of and this firm that we work with, Universal Wealth, right? Our firm, we have 5 F's that we focus on, which we consider our pillars for business and our foundation. So it's faith, family, finance, fitness, and most importantly, fun, right? So,
Yeah.
So faith is number 1, right? Like you said, I'm a child of God, right?
Yeah,
And,
yeah,
I'm
I am.
a child of God, and I would not be where I'm at without Him, right? And that's one thing that we have to keep in the forefront of our minds. And every morning I just try to humble myself in that and just remember that. We got to do that. And like you said, serving is a part of that. He wants us to give back. But going into the health part, right? The fitness part, right? It hasn't always been a focus of mine, and it becomes a discipline, right? You have to become disciplined. And my thought process is, what's the point of being wealthy? What's the point of being rich if you're not healthy?
Exactly.
And you're not going to be able to enjoy it. But then also when you are healthy, right? You feel good. You feel good. You look good, and then that also exudes, in terms of how you're interacting with people and what you're doing in the world and what you're sharing in the world. So I think it's all correlated. So we started, lucky enough, some business partners, they reached out to me back in November of 2023 and said, hey, we have this opportunity. There's an F45 location in Glendale. And they're like, hey, well, let's go ahead, let's split this up. We can go in and just go out and just make sure we have the community come in and they can work out. It's a great workout environment. People will come in, have fun, get their fitness on in 45 minutes, and they're out, right?
Yeah.
So we took that on, and it's been growing, and we're excited.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And you see that how people like change their That's
Absolutely.
awesome.
Mhm.
So, but tell me how you said that it's 5F, faith,
Faith, family,
family,
finance,
finance,
fitness,
fitness, and fun.
and fun.
How you apply those
Every-
5 things and
Absolutely. Well, it's kind of like, as I'm progressing through life, I realize that everything has to be a system. It needs to be systematic. And every day first thing I do when I get up in the morning, my faith. I thank God. I thank God, my ancestors, and, the universe, right, for supporting me, allowing me to wake up, and meditate. I meditate first thing in the morning. So
Good.
check.
check.
Faith.
Yeah.
Family, of course, you gotta love your family, loved ones, right? I have a 3-year-old daughter, right? And just make sure she's good. That's my main job, right?
Yes.
Making sure she's healthy, making sure she's safe, and my family, my unit, everyone's good, right? Making sure that we check in on them and we uplift each other, and we're connected with each other. That's super important. But then fitness, I try to work out first thing in the morning, get the body moving. And my business, of course, working in finance, making sure my financial house is in order. You can't pour from an empty cup. You can't be a shoe salesman without shoes.
Yeah, exactly.
So you got to have your
So,
financial house in order.
sometime the other day I was talking with my mom and
Mhm.
I said that thing. You need to like put your glass before you put another one, and just like that's being selfish. No, that's not being selfish. You have to take care of yourself to be able to care of other people
Yes,
and to care for others. And
absolutely.
a lot of people think when we said those kind of things that
Selfish.
we've been selfish, but it's not. So something that I learned is like one has to be good for two has to be good too.
100%.
Yeah. So
I'm with
that's
you.
awesome that you're doing that, and
Mhm.
and it's a balance.
It's a balance. I was just about to say that. It's definitely
Yeah.
a balance, Joseph. Because of course, as men of God, right? You want to give, right? And that's what we're taught to serve. But then you can't. Like when we're on the airplane, right? They say you got to put your oxygen mask on first before you help others.
Yeah, all right, yes.
Because if you're not sufficient and you're not good and you're not where you need to be and 110%, how are you going to give back?
So yeah, you're gonna die. Another person's gonna die too because
Exactly.
you didn't take care of you first.
Yes.
That's that's so true. That's, oh my god, that's so inspired that you said that. So and I just start journey because I like to work out too. I've been working out, and so and it's something that you have to be disciplined.
Yes.
So and now that I'm being working in this coaching team, I find out there's a lot of people that need help also, and not just mental, also in their health, like how they feel.
Amen.
So and
Amen. Yeah.
I had a customer. I had a client that she doesn't feel good because she doesn't like what she see in the mirror, and I was like, "What are you doing for to that?" And he said, "I don't know, nothing. Just go work out."
Yeah.
And that's something that like inspired me to start taking classes to become also like a fitness trainer.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
help my clients too with that and that part too, physical, because I think they both together.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and how I say, I want to be like you. That you help people like financial, mentally, and physical, and I want to do that. I just because I'm a mindset coach, but also I want to help people to be healthy.
100%.
Yes, and it's for the reason that I start taking classes to get certificated in that, and
See, that's
it's a journey.
It's amazing. Yeah, it is. It is. And what it comes down to, Joseph, I just feel, I mean, a lot of people just need that support, right? They need someone there to help them out, and that's such a selfless thing you're doing there, coaching people and helping them motivate. That's great.
Yeah, because I work out, but what I know about workout is what I learn by myself. I don't know like the physical, all the stuff, but you need to eat every day.
Right? Yeah.
The technical part. So and I try to eat healthy, but I don't. Everybody's different. You have to like take care. Like, oh, these people need so many grams of protein a day. This one is dependent the body. So and I'm learning about it because before I didn't know that, and that's what I want to do. So and also like combine the two things, and also my podcast that I like to talk with people. So I know that I had a thick accent, but honestly, before I was like I didn't like to speak.
Really?
Because I was so aware about my accent and the way that I speak in English that I didn't like to speak. But now, honestly, I embrace my accent because it's made me who I am.
It's yours.
And I want to give this message because I do this in Spanish and also in English. And I do it in English. There's people that don't understand everything that I said. At least they get in the message.
Yeah.
And they get in that message of my intention that is help people and motivating to be better, and they love you, and you can do anything that you want.
And that's the most important part.
Yes.
I will say your accent's amazing. You're doing perfect.
Yeah, I'm trying. Every day I learn something new in English, honestly.
Absolutely.
That is
Same here.
Yeah. That's great that you do that. And also we were talking before we started our recording that you also own a school of art.
Correct.
And it's focusing kids.
Yes.
And children.
Yes.
Tell me about that, because that also is great. Because you had a daughter.
Yes.
So and also you relate with that, and you're helping kids also.
100%.
Because how you say before, now it's more like technology, computer, phones, like video games, but also like there's another thing to do, and you do that. Tell me more about that.
Absolutely. Well, I'm the proud CEO and director of an after-school art and music program called Amazing Arts Arizona. This is our 7th year. So though I do have a 3-year-old daughter, I have 115 other children as well. So I consider those all my kids as well in the program. But the arts have always been my outlet. Growing up, right? Growing up, my mother had my sister and I in dance. We were in music. I played the alto saxophone from the 5th grade, so singing, drawing, painting, that's just always been a passion of mine. I've always connected to that. And growing up, I found an outlet there. As we progress a little, and that was 30 years ago, right? So I just want to I'm 41, so that's a different time. We didn't have cell phones, we didn't have computers, so that's what we did. Either you were in sports, or you had your art or music, and you did those types of activities. I'm not saying that kids don't do that today, but I feel it's less abundant. So we offer this service and this program to our families. It's after school care, making sure that parents have that support there because people are working, trying to support their families, so the kids are in a safe environment. But instead of just sitting there doing nothing, we're allowing them to, we teach them art, we paint, we draw, we do music, we have productions. We did a great play last year. We did Aladdin.
Oh, wow.
It was our first play, so they did magnificent. Super proud of them. So we did all the music, acting, singing, dancing. It was like a full production. So we do all of that so that they can have something to leverage, and their mind's not idle.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They need to have. I feel kids need to have something to do, right? They need to have something to do instead of scrolling on social media all day,
Yeah.
or going on TikTok all day, and watching TV all day. Have an outlet. So that was my outlet, and I share that with our kids and my family. We share that with our kids.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
So.
And what is that? What is that located?
It's located in Central Phoenix.
Oh, nice.
In the Osborne School District.
So, and is there's any parents that want to take their kids there? What is the process? What they had to do?
Right. Just reach out to me here. We do currently the school district. Right. The program is primarily for the kids in the district,
Mm-hmm.
but we do have some kids that come outside. But just contact me, let me know, and then we can see, about space availability, and we can get them into programs.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so interested in that because when I was in high school, I was part of this choir.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I went to a Catholic school,
Mm-hmm.
and we had a choir. And this choir, we used to go to different part of the world. Like we went to Italy, France, and here.
Nice.
But our main focus on mission was to recollect money to help other kids in Nicaragua too.
Okay. Fundraise.
Like a fundraise. Yeah, that was like we used to have like a mini concerts, and
Yes.
people just put their money and something like that, and that money it was went to different foundation in Nicaragua
Mm-hmm.
to help people over there, like poor children. And
That's
that's awesome that you doing that because
Yeah.
that remind me when I was in high school too, because I had a relationship also with music and art too. So
That's
yeah,
great.
that's great. I'm so
We're gonna have to hear you sing here, Joseph.
no, I don't sing anymore, but there's a couple of videos on YouTube where you can find you can find over there. You can watch me when I was 10 or
Deal.
11, I think so.
I'm gonna go on YouTube. I'm gonna go find them.
I'm gonna send you the link.
Deal.
So but that's awesome. I want to say thank again,
Sure.
for this everything that you have been doing for the community and for people to get to be better and to become a better version of themselves. Because I think we come to this world to be happy
Amen.
and to achieve our goals and make the name of my podcast is Make Dreams Happen.
Yes.
Because we can do those, we can make those dreams happen. It's just here in your mindset and
love it.
high, and always have the right mentor or the guidance
Amen.
that can take us to that path. And it's a journey.
It is. But I mean, with this podcast and with what you're doing, right? We're being that beacon of light
Yeah.
that people don't have, right? Maybe some people don't have that, and they need to hear this because, of course, unfortunately, we're living in a world where there is so much negativity.
Yes.
And you're body shaming, or you're from here and you're this, or
Yeah.
you're that.
Or you're
right?
just you come from this country, or your English is not good. It's
Exactly.
sad that was one
Yeah.
of the reasons that how I said before, I didn't like to speak, and I was like.
Oh.
But now I don't care, honestly, because
You
I
shouldn't.
love myself, and
Absolutely.
I know that I'm capable to do a lot of things, and God is always with me. And so, okay, I embrace who I am,
That's
and
it.
I'm trying to be authentic with myself. And when you're authentic with yourself, that's when you like start being happy,
That's it.
and you're not like pleasing another person.
I agree. You're doing amazing, and I mean, it's an honor.
No, it's an honor to have you here.
No,
I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful with you and God to put you in my
Thank you.
in my
Joseph.
way. Thank you. I think and we're gonna put your information. He's a great person though,
Oh,
and I
thank
can his energy. When I opened the door, I was like, you have that energy, that, like, because I'm very I believe in energy. We all have energy, and your energy is like pretty strong, and it's very like settled too.
Thank you,
That's
Joseph.
awesome.
Thank
Perfect.
you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you. So before to end this episode, I always ask 3 random questions
Okay.
to my guests
I love
here.
it.
They're easy. Don't
Okay.
worry.
Okay,
So
cool.
the first one is, when was the last time that you did something for the first time?
Oh, see, that's a great question. It's kind of funny you mentioned that because there was something I was watching that mentioned doing those things to spice up your life,
Mm-hmm.
right? To keep you out of the monotony of life. What was the last time I did something? That's so funny. That's funny because my life is so much in like a routine,
Yeah,
right?
I bet.
As I mentioned,
Yeah.
the system. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, when was the last time that you did something for the first time that was outside of your routine? Okay, I'm gonna give you an example.
Okay, give me some
My
examples.
case.
Let me see.
I went to Kansas, like I think 2 weeks ago, and
Sure.
for the first time, I went to a water park.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
And then for the first time, I do those like slides.
Oh, you went down the slides?
Yes, that was something that I was doing that for the first time, and it was fun.
Nice.
And I want to do it again.
That's great. Well, you know what? This past summer, I went on well, not my first time on a cruise, but went to Cabo San Lucas, right? And we did a nice little Pirate Caribbean excursion thing that I've never been a part of, so we can say that.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
that's awesome. And you
Yeah.
have fun, right?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Drank
Awesome.
coladas and-
Yeah. And the other question that I have, if you were president of the universe, not just the country, of the universe, for one day, and you can create a law that is gonna last forever, what will be that law?
If I was president of the universe, the law would be that everyone just loves each other.
I love that.
Everyone just loves
Yes.
each other. No more hate.
Yeah.
No more hate.
God said
No
that.
more hate. No more
We
division.
should love each other.
That would be my
Yeah.
honest.
Awesome. That's a great law, honestly.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yes.
Awesome. Perfect. And the last question is, which book that you read changed your life, and which book you will recommend to anybody that is having like a difficult time?
A great book I feel people should read, and it's changed my life, is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon. You know, okay, so.
I just finished to read that book.
Did you really?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a good book.
Yeah.
But honestly, I need to read it again.
Sure. Yeah, it's one of those you have to go back.
Yes, I need to read it again because there's a couple of things that I'm kind of like, I don't understand what they mean with this.
Sure.
But it's a really good book.
What I think may help as well, the audio is on YouTube, so just listen to it.
I will.
Listen to
I
it.
will. Because I'm
a listener, so
I like to read, honestly,
Sure.
because I had my books over there. I like to read. And that book is good,
Yeah.
honestly. I have to say it's good, but I need to read it again.
Right.
And that one is good. And I'm glad that you said that.
Yes, it's great because I mean it starts. I mean everything is like you said. It's energy. It's all about mindset, and that focuses on like you creating your life. Right. You can affirm anything. I manifested my daughter. I manifested her. I visualized her years before I found this image online. I knew I always wanted to be a girl dad. And I was like, okay, this is the image. She's gonna look something like this, and like literally, no joke, my daughter looks just like this image. But Think and Grow Rich just focuses on like you affirming, visualizing your dreams, your goals, what you want, and it may not happen immediately, But if you continually do your affirmations in the morning, night, you visualize, you have your vision boards, it will happen.
It's a process. Yeah,
It's a process.
I'm doing the step that they said, and the sixth step, the
Yeah.
like how much money you want to do, how you're gonna do, and what's the
Exactly.
intention, and how you're
What
gonna
give up?
gonna give up. I'm doing that, and then
I love
I
it.
have my I call my gratitude journal book, and I write it down that in the first page,
Yeah.
and I every time I read that,
Yes.
and it's something that is like made me feel good
Yeah.
and made me feel that I'm gonna achieve that and I'm gonna get to that point.
Right.
And another thing that was like curious because there's my grandma, she has a lot of wisdom, and something that book said my grandmom used to say too, don't tell everybody your dreams, just do it.
That's it. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's not what my grandma would say.
Yeah.
So that's not what she would say.
Yes, and then it's like, cause I always be like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do this, and she was,
Do it.
come on here.
Mhm.
Nobody knows to know your business.
Yeah, that's true. Such a grandma thing to say.
And so and
That's
I
wise
was like,
wisdom, though.
yes,
That's
and I
true.
was like, that book is really good, but how to say I need to read it, and
Sure.
that's awesome. Thank
Yes.
you so much,
No,
Nicholas, to
thank
be
you,
here,
Joseph.
and I'm gonna thank for your service too, and keep doing what you're doing. Also,
you.
you're a light to the universe, and I think God put you here to do what you're doing, and you're doing great. Thank you.
Joseph.
And I would like to have you again in my episode to talk about discipline.
Well, I want to thank you, Joseph, and I will be back
I will love that.
as
Yeah.
many times as you need me here.
Yeah, I will. I think you're a disciplined, very disciplined, and I think a lot of people need that too. And I think when they say discipline, they think that it's something bad, but it's not.
Right. No, it's not. In fact, it's the opposite. It's super important and it's super good. I mean, we
Yes.
need to be disciplined. We need to be systematic, and that's life. If we want these things out of life, we have to work towards them. And that's where a lot of people they fall short because they don't have the discipline. They give up. But they need to have that structure, and it's important.
Yeah.
But I'm grateful for being here. Thank you, Joseph.
Thank you.
so
Thank
much.
you so much. And thank you, guys, for watching this episode. Thank you for the support. Thank you. How do I say my intention with this podcast is always like give this message that you are able to do anything that you want, that you can achieve your own goals and make dreams happen. Everything is here. You have to be grateful with God, have faith in God, and have faith in yourself. And thank you. Just give me a like. Remember to subscribe to my channel, and we will see you next time. And thank you, Nicholas, again, and we'll see you guys.
Thank you. Bye.
So grateful, yeah. Thank you for the laughter, thank you for the tears, thank you for the moments that we hold dear, thank you for the love, thank you for the light. I'm grateful.